Hi guys, welcome back. Well, we've got another classic gaming review for you. Again for the 3DO, we're going to take a look at Starblade. Starblade. The game was developed by Namco and was published, depending on where you're from, by Namco, Panasonic and Sega. The composer was Shinji Hosu. Hope that's right. The platforms. It originally made its way in the arcade, then the Sega CD, the 3DO and then the PlayStation. The original release date on the arcade was 1991, but it wouldn't make its way to the 3DO to 1994, and this is a rail shooter. The 3DO and the PlayStation version are enhanced ports of the game. You can choose from two different modes. You can have the arcade version of the game and an enhanced version. In the arcade mode, the game's graphics are made up of flat polygons and the screen has black bars on its left and right edges. For the enhanced mode, the game's graphics are made up of fully textured polygons with a full screen view of the action. A sequel, Starblade Operation Blue Planet, was developed in 2002 and ran on the Namco System 246 hardware. A prototype consisted of the Namco Orbis cabinet was used, a projector on a globe-shaped surface and a slide-in seat module. The setup was intended to fully immerse the player. However, unfortunately, it never made it past field testing. It is also believed that this game had a strong influence on the 1993 Super NES Nintendo game Star Fox. Well, that's almost enough waffle out of me. I am going to be playing this game in the arcade mode, and you guys by now, if you're regular watchers, know how this all works. It hasn't really got any line of story, so it's getting 8 out of 10.
Located enemy flagship commander.
This is team leader. This is team leader. I'll take the left one.
Enemy fleet has warped towards Red Eye. Pursue and engage Red Eye. Geosword warp point is located. Coordinates set at W726. Warning, warning. Entering enemy's defense line.
Audio. Well, the talking in the game has that sort of synthetic feel to it. It's certainly crisp and clear, but it's not perfectly crisp and clear. I'm not expecting it to sound as if I'm chatting to somebody just down the hallway, if you get my meaning. As for all the other noises, the way the ship moves, the noise I hear when the ship banks and turns, the lasers, the explosions, I know it's not real. I know you can't hear anything, or as far as I'm aware, you can't hear anything in space, but it is definitely in keeping to what I would have expected from an arcade rail shooter, and for that, it's bang on. I'm going to give it 8 out of 10.
Broke through the asteroid belt. Ready to engage the enemy. Making a rapid descent. Entering enemy's defense line.
Geosword, come in, Geosword. This is team leader. This is team leader. Attack the port, Geosword. I'll attack the starboard. Over.
Controls. Well, I'll start with the good stuff. They are very simple, very basic. You're not having to worry about flying the ship because it's a rail shooter. The ship will fly itself. All you've got to worry about is moving that target and shooting, and that's as easy as this gets. Up, down, left and right, and fire. It can't be any simpler. Unfortunately, that's where the good news ends and the bad starts. It's not fast enough. The controls don't feel sluggish, they just feel slow. You have got no way of speeding up the controls, and they are just way too slow. If anything, it would have been better if they were way too fast, because you would certainly get used to it. You can't get used to this. It is what it is. Slow. For that, it's getting 6 out of 10.
Located enemy flagship commander. Making a quick turn. We're under attack. Energy shields decreasing.
Graphics. Well, I certainly do like them. It does remind me of days gone by playing these sort of games at the arcades every other Saturday. There's not an incredible amount of detail, but that is because we are playing the flat polygon arcade original version. If I wanted to play the enhanced version, we'd be having full textured polygons and the screen would be completely filled. But for what you've got, I think there's plenty of detail, there's plenty of vibrant colour, and I really do like it. Okay, the explosions, yes, they look very fake, almost as if they belong in a bad B-movie, but I certainly do enjoy B-movies, and I certainly do enjoy these graphics, and for that, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10.
Danger. Shields low. Danger. Shields low. We're under attack. Energy shields decreasing. Located enemy flagship commander. Broke through the enemy's last defenses and are going to descend to Red Eye now. Red Eye is shielded by special energy shields. There are enemy access passages through the shields. We have located a passage and are headed for Octopus. Locate the target approach vector on Red Eye's surface. Shift to surface navigation mode.
Gameplay. Well, all you've got to do is destroy as many of the enemy ships and missiles and whatever else is thrown at you, and that's it in a nutshell. If only it was that easy. The wave of enemies will increasingly get more and more difficult the further you get into the game. You have got plenty of continues to help you on your path, and to be quite honest and frank, you're going to need them, because that gun sight is just too goddamn slow. It is frustrating, but at the same time, very, very challenging, and you will certainly enjoy that part of the game. It is certainly good for a few hours, But you know what? You're never going to waste half a day on this, not unless you really do enjoy rail shooters that much. I certainly do, but I don't have that amount of time to give any game at the moment, unless you're Lara Croft or Red Dead, of course. With all that being said, I'm going to give it 7 out of 10.
This is Team Leader. Team Leader. Attack the port, Geosword. I'll attack the Starblade. Over.
Danger. Shields low. Danger. Shields low. Navigating the ravine in order to avoid radar detection. Making a quick turn.
Overall, if you enjoy playing fast-paced shooting games with a slow target sight, sorry I couldn't help myself, then this is definitely the game for you. I do feel that rail shooters are really the games that time forgot. We don't talk about them in any great detail or depth anymore, and it's a real shame. Not unless it's Panzer Dragoon. That gets a ton of mention, but it is also a fantastic series and certainly one you should check out. But give this game a try. Yes, it's a little frustrating, but you know what? You're not going to be playing it for hours or days or weeks on end. You're going to give it a blast, and that's it. And you will enjoy this. Give the game a chance, please. It is only getting 7.4 out of 10 because you know what? It's never going to change the world. It's never going to change the way we play. But every now and then you need a break from the norm, and this is certainly it.
Danger. Shields low. Danger. Shields low.
The games that time forgot. I think that really does sum up rail shooters because I've not seen a new one come out now in quite many a year. I have got the first Panzer Dragoon, or at least the first 2 games, but I've also got a couple, at least I think I've got a couple on the CDI to show you guys, and I'm hoping you're going to enjoy them. Give them a chance. If you've not got a lot of time, give them a chance and you'll certainly enjoy it. And as I've already mentioned, it is definitely a break from the norm. Well, let me know your thoughts, guys. I really do appreciate any feedback, and if you have made it to the end of this video, please consider subscribing. I'd like to thank you for watching and take care.